Here is the the ultimate testimony. I believe that in a lot of ways, truth is the highest of all virtues. The truth of the matter is that it would be easy for me to throw this man under the bus because of the fact that he's done some terrible things to the opposite sex that I myself disagree with and find creepy. But to me, the most obvious, logical point is just that Hitler was a terrible human being too. You know what Hitler did? He became a vegetarian in his later life. Is Hitler's vegetarianism immoral simply because Hitler was a terrible human being? No. You know, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't logically follow from that. And people deliberately make the discussion about the moral character of Richard Stallman as a means to evade the issue. The people that change the subject, they are disingenuine people who are making a bad faith argument that doesn't need to take place in the first place in order to change the discussion. The fact of the matter is that only malware would spy on its users without without their consent, basically. And if a piece of software, and by software we do also include the definition of an operating system in software. Software operating systems are in fact software. So if an operating system spies on its users without their consent, that operating system can be nothing other than, and every other conclusion is ruled out, malware. No other way of talking about that software would be fair, accurate, objective, or true. So we can establish that Apple's operating systems spy on Apple's users without their consent. Therefore, no other conclusion is merited by the facts other than the fact that Apple and their operating systems are malware. And the people who are defending it are lying on behalf of the company. The truth ultimately doesn't care about our feelings. It doesn't give a fuck. And it doesn't care whether I'm a terrible human being or I'm a good person. The facts don't care about that. The facts never have. I may be a terrible person, but I can still make a valid point. And Richard Stallman may be a terrible person, but he can make a perfectly valid point about technology. He may be a creep who has done some creepy things to women and made some statements that are, unsupportable, basically, that we would want to distance ourselves from. But that doesn't mean that his takes on technology are wrong or unfair or untrue or unfactual or lacking in objectivity. The truth of the matter is, that to call Mac OS malware would be to be completely fair, accurate, and truthful about Mac OS, and just call it anything else other than malware would be to be inaccurate and shilling for the company. Mac OS spies on its users without their consent, and so, therefore, no other conclusion is merited by the facts other than to call Mac OS malware.